Down. Hold on. All right. I think we're gonna do a countdown here. 3, 2, 1. We are officially live. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Woo-hoo. So much fun. Look at everybody. Look at all the faces. Like, I am so excited to see this amazing
All right. I think we're
group.
going to do a countdown here.
So, oh, hold on for a second. I'm hearing some voices coming
2,
back. So hold on for 1 second.
1. We are officially live. Welcome, everybody.
How does it sound like?
Whoa.
You hear yourself, right? When you hear yourself in the back, you're like, wait, that's not me talking. But welcome to our amazing, amazing November 1st. Hope everybody had an amazing October, but we are so excited about November because today we're starting off with what we're all here about, which is Kidpreneurs. And so today is officially the 3rd annual International Kidpreneurs Day, a best day ever for us to celebrate who we have on the table at the table here today. If you're watching, you're probably a part of the Kidpreneurs community. You're a family or friend of one of our educators here. You could be a Camp Supernova family that has attended our camp, or you could be a coach or entrepreneur out there wanting to see what we're all about. So welcome, welcome. I am Sylvia Tam. I am the director and coach here at Kidpreneurs Certified Educators. I also work with a lot of the kids because of the camp. And I want to really highlight that like today is there's a reason why we're doing what we're doing. It's because we really believe that there is a gap that we are bridging between school and home. We want to create that energy, that vibration. And so for that reason, I want to go ahead and share screen. So everybody just kind of do a wave here. We're going to introduce everybody in just a quick second. There you go, everybody. All right, awesome. So I'm just going to share screen. And, I guess my computer is deciding to give me a little challenge today, is to just test me on things. So please bear with me as I figure out how I'm going to be sharing screen today. All right, so sharing screen. You're going to see my presentation. And so we're going to start off by just telling you what we're here about, right? We're here for a graduation, but not just that. We're here to let everybody know how amazing our next generation is, thanks to technology, thanks to all of our education of knowing what their ability and limitless opportunities are. And so today we're also going to be celebrating our cohort 2 of 2023. It's been something that Kidpreneurs has been working on for a while now, and we're so proud of where we've come and how far we've come. And so you can see from all these amazing, beautiful, energetic faces that, we're going to be celebrating this every year with International Kidpreneurs Day and many of the organizations out there. If you are currently doing something for kids and empowering them, we're celebrating with you together. It's all about collaboration. And, we know that empowerment, it's a big word, but inside of it, there's a lot of different pieces. And so we've seen the results, how, someone like the MJ Hill, who, he started out with, big, trauma, I should say, of knowing that he cannot no longer play basketball. But because of this spirit, this entrepreneurial spirit, he was able to get out of it and now influence so many people on following him and speaking at schools. We have Ariana Fox, who didn't like to read when she was little, but when she found her right genre, she has now even become an author, a motivational speaker, an actress, and so on and so forth. And Kamea LaFontaine, who wanted to know more about cryptocurrency when he was only 7 or 8 years old and couldn't find any materials that was easy for him to understand. So he created it. And so these are all examples of how powerful kidpreneurship and entrepreneurship can be. So when we started it, Matthew and Adam Torin, the founders of Kidpreneurs, started this certification program. It was because of 14 years of already having a book, coming out with an academy, and then getting lots of demand from teachers and coaches and parents saying, I want to teach this to kids. So in 2022, a program came out, and then we transformed it in 2023 this year with some hero intelligence education, and now have spanned over 20 different countries of educators that you see, some of them here and some of them you'll see in our directory, are all joining forces to continue to empower this next generation. And so I want to really just start off by showing a short little video of our amazing kids that were experiencing the power of our program through a 5-day camp called Camp Supernova. It was virtual, and although it might sound like a long camp, our kids could not stop coming. They were emailing me, asking me questions, asking me when they're going to see their friends. So if you would like to just sit back, relax a little bit, grab a drink, and watch this very short little summary of the kids who recorded a beautiful power pitch for all of us to learn about who they are, what they want to do to help the community, and let's go from there.
Help people to become better gamers and musicians.
Be strong, compassionate, and kind.
This is helping raise money for animal shelters and hospitals.
It reminds us to be calm and treat others the way you want to be treated.
My service is the hunting of invasive species and protection of endangered species.
Our brand message is, it's the tiniest sparks that ignite the mightiest flames.
I'm 6 years old. My passion is dresses.
My customer avatar is everybody with a sweet tooth, and I will help them be happy.
Our brand message is relax and read a book.
My passions is art, music, and dance.
He reminds us to be a go-getter and to be strong.
To clean the ocean and help the animal.
I plan to make a book full of 50 beginner dance moves for kids who are not able to afford dance classes.
He helps us remember to adapt to any situation and have fun.
I will walk the dog daily, and I will make sure to give the dog love and pets.
To always be curious in what you are doing because you learn more.
My business is a game zone, and it is only for 6 to 10 years old.
I would like to start my own clothing line, which makes people feel beautiful.
I want to be somebody who saves birds. So it's like an aviary shelter.
Never give up, even when you fail.
We're really passionate about our VR business because if you run our VR, it'll be a lot of fun.
Together, our brand message is never visit your board side.
And I'd like to share all this joy with other kids in the world. I'd like to show them how they can train their dogs.
Together, our message in business is you can be anything.
All right, I love. Hi guys, this is so touching.
That is awesome.
I love it too. All right, so happy International Kidpreneurs Day. If you have a kidpreneur at home, if you are a kidpreneur when you maybe grew up, all of that, please spread the word, spread this video, spread the message. Now on to our graduation. We have a quick message to kick us off from Adam Torrance. So let's hear what he has to say.
Hey there, amazing educators. This is a moment of pure joy and excitement as I am walking here with my son Cash.
Hi.
To congratulate each and every one of you on completing your certification. Woohoo! I want you to take a moment and just reflect on this incredible achievement that you've embarked on this journey of growth and dedication and a whole lot of hard work. And you know what? You've made it. And I couldn't be prouder of all of you and all of what you've accomplished. You see, it takes a real special kind of educator, the kind that believes in the power of education to transform lives, the kind that ignites the spark of curiosity in young minds, and the kind that inspires dreams and empowers the next generation of entrepreneurs. So you've not only completed the certification, but also shown an unwavering commitment to your own growth as educators. Your dedication to learning and engaging in the community and supporting one another has been truly awe-inspiring. You've built a network of like-minded individuals sharing ideas, triumphs, challenges along this whole journey that you've been on. And as I reflect on this moment, I'm filled with immense gratitude for having such an incredible community of educators. Each one of you brings a unique set of skills, unique experiences, unique passions, which undoubtedly will have a profound impact on young learners that you'll be working with. Now, as you venture forth as a Kidpreneurs certified educator, remember this: you hold the power to ignite massive change, to cultivate entrepreneurial spirit within each student, and to shape each future-filled student with innovation, resilience, and amazing possibilities. And I encourage you to dream big, to embrace creativity, and to continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible in education. Your passion, dedication, and belief in the potential of every student will create ripples that will reach far beyond the classroom. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. The Kidpreneurs community stands strong beside you, offering ongoing support, resources, and a space for collaboration. And together, we will continue to learn, grow, and make a lasting impact on the lives of young entrepreneurs. So, my heartfelt congratulations once again to all of you educators. You are the pioneers, the trailblazers, and the champions of change. And I can't wait to see the incredible things you are all going to achieve as Kidpreneurs certified educators. Let's celebrate this moment and get ready to inspire the new generation of Kidpreneurs. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam. All right. So as we go through and meet all of our educators, I want to start off with just mentioning what we teach at the Certified Educators program is a framework that makes it really fun, light, easy, and effective when we teach our students. And we love starting our lessons with a quote. So let's start with this one. The gardener does not make a plant grow. The job of a gardener is to create optimal conditions, from Sir Ken Robinson. And that's someone I really look up to because of his talks about education and really what makes education really sink in and work for the student. And so that's what we're here to do. We can't always tell our kids what to do. It's about asking the right questions and prepping them to be able to know when and what what their choices are. And so because of that, we've created this 11 milestone adventure where it's the key to becoming a successful entrepreneur. And it's not about specifically having to create a business to be successful. It's about all of those mindset, lifestyle, habits, not worrying about failing because knowing that failing will make you succeed, choosing healthier habits, all of those things, and how to network and how to, utilize other people's strengths so that you don't have to, do it all by yourself. And I'm sure that that's the reason why you're going to hear from our educators. We love working in our group. And then also making sure that we continue to grow this community so that our students, our kids, our younger generation can stay in touch with each other and be there for each other. So that's a lot about what we do here, especially when it comes to giving back and making sure that they know that they can make a difference. All of us can make a difference. And so from the group, we have constantly been working directly with each other. We have direct contact. And behind the scenes of it all are our co-founders, Adam and Matthew. And then we have Benjamin, who does a lot of the technology and connecting us to get things done and all our products ready to go when we want to start our program. There's me, who's working directly with all our coaches. We have Tammy Valyers, our hero intelligence teacher, who trains us on our teacher power hour to give us strategies and tips for classroom management. And we have Scott Ofer, who is our advisor for all our sales and marketing strategies and tools. And so lots of amazing power, energizing power for our educators so that they can launch their program much easier, much more effectively, and have a lot more fun. But today is all about our educators. So I'm going to start off by introducing myself. So I'm going to stop sharing for a quick second here. And I'm going to turn it on so that we are on speaker view. And so what I want to do is invite each of our educators to introduce themselves, where they're from, and tell us a little bit about your favorite part of the adventure. Which part of the adventure was most impactful to you, and how you feel that that is something you want to put in more time to teach your students and our kidpreneurs out there listening right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just go with my sequence on my screen. I'm going to start with Coach Steve, and I'm going to head over to Coach Princess. Over to you, Coach Steve.
Hi.
Oh,
hello.
You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Great. Yeah, well, I mean, the big takeaway for me, without a doubt, was the fact of introducing the concept of entrepreneurship, what it means, really. It goes above and beyond starting a business. There's a lot more that goes into it. And I was privileged to be able to sit on the summer camp, the Supernova camp, this 5-day event that Sylvia mentioned earlier. And I can honestly say the transformation experience between how the kids were and their idea of business at the start of the week and then right at the end of the week, and just seeing their output was just like totally and utterly mind-blowing, really inspirational. And so, like, yeah, I believe that, you know, it's a lot of fun teaching business to kids, seeing their many light bulb moments, and the opportunity to take their ideas and turn it into a potential business is kind of like it's very inspiring for these kids. But for being a parent, an educator, I think it goes much deeper than starting a business. It's the skills that they acquire, begin the foundations for invaluable life skills that will benefit them for the rest of their lives. And so that's been the real big moment for me.
Amazing. And Steve, you want to mention your specialty with system design and what you do there?
Yeah. I mean, over the past 20 years, I've been deep in digital marketing, working for agencies, working for clients, serving via the agency, serving large digital campaigns. 12 of those years I was working as leading the digital initiatives for a music nonprofit in London called the Joe Strummer Foundation, which was totally awesome because I've got a music background myself. I've got a BA Honours first class BA Honours in media management. And this is all really, really cool. But entrepreneurial sides came when I had an opportunity to plan, build, develop, launch, and run a boutique hotel. That was super challenging. But what I did there, I lent my technology skills and experience. So I kind of that's my superpower, if you like, figuring out all the complicated parts and how they can all piece together.
Love it. Well, yeah. It's been that way for our team too, right?
Yeah,
to help us figure
And I think the proudest moment though was becoming a dad. That's been the biggest entrepreneurial challenge of my life, and the one I'm most proud of.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to head over to our next certified educator, which is Princess.
Hello, everyone. My name is Princess Anne-Marie Knowles, and I am from the lovely country of the Bahamas, 700 islands and keys, and where there's sunshine and sea. I love this program. It is a phenomenal one. In my experience, where a safe space was provided for me to learn, to share, to ask questions, comment. And what I do love particularly about this program is that the use of words beginning with the same letters. And you have 11 milestones having the same letter P. And I'm really drawn to that. And I'm excited about it because it causes my mind to start thinking about ideas, how we can really impact children through their purpose, helping them to find their purpose as they create their businesses. They're finding their purpose and they're passionate about this. What is it that drives them? They're finding their purpose and their passion, their positioning, which was not one of those words, but I'm leading to the use of the letter P, which is some of the things that we learned through this process. And I'm all about powerful mindset, biblical affirmations. And so these milestones are the most important one to me. Well, one of the most important ones to me would be the philanthropy milestone. After we would have helped our children, these children, to connect to their passion and their purpose, then they now start to have some income that can affect their families, themselves, their communities. And now it's a time to give back. Their knowledge, their experience, they're tangible, and they can make a difference. That's the key thing. Children are so valuable. And once we see it into them, they can create an avenue where they can impact their world, starting first with their homes, even their peers, their family, their community, their country, and the world. I believe children have that possibility and that potentiality to impact the world. So I'm quite excited to be here.
I'm excited too. And I know that you do a lot of work in the Bahamas with the children's ministry. You're also a nurse, a parent, a coach. So I tell you, everyone watching, everyone here, all the educators are wearing many, many hats. So I'm very excited to have each of you guys share a little bit about that, as well as your favorite P word. Speaking of P words, I'm going to start moving on to Giovanna next. So I want to mention why we use the P words. It's because we actually use the Three Little Pig story, and we flipped it and turned it to the new and improved Three Little Pigpreneurs. And that's what got us into starting with the P words. And it worked out perfectly, right? So thank you so much, Princess. We really appreciate your energy in the group. Okay, so let's move over to Giovanna. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm Giovanna from Los Angeles. And speaking of P words, please be patient with me because I'm nervous. I am a storytelling mindset coach for kids. And the great thing to add to that was Kidpreneurs. And my background with Kidpreneurs is that I homeschool lots of my kids. I have 9 of them. I homeschooled 8 out of them at some point in their education. And one of the requirements for that was always the Kidpreneurs book, the original book, and then the academy we added to that. So I have 3 kids right now working on their business, 3 Kidpreneurs working on their businesses, and I'm very proud of that. My favorite P milestone is passion, because when they don't have the passion, they don't move forward with their businesses. So whatever they're passionate about, I make sure, and that's what I try to nurture in them.
So did you guys hear how many kids that Giovanna's actually worked through the Kidpreneurs, program and philosophy and the book, right? Like, talk about seasons, right? So, and I love that she is a storyteller already, because we talk a lot about using stories and taking something and flipping it. I know that we had a camper who wasn't able to do the building exercise because he wasn't at home during the camp. And he decided to go with plan B and take a story like the tortoise and the hare and flip it into how the 2 animals decided to create their own business. And that was just how clever the children, how resilient they are to not panic, but find a different way. So Marcus, you're going to be up next, just giving you a heads up. And so I just want to also say, go Los Angeles, because I'm also based in Los Angeles. So, we're all around the world here. So feel free, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, comment below where you are so that we can try to find an educator for you in your local area. All right. Thank you so much, Giovanna. And let's spotlight Marcus from Dubai. Yay.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Sylvia. My name is Marcus. I'm based in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and quite passionate about financial literacy, entrepreneurship. I'm running a big logistics company over here and doing some side hustles next to it, which one of it is the Kidpreneurs program, now moving into our Junior Gladiator Mastery program, which is a program for kids over here, as you mentioned, Sylvia, talking about mindset, having the right education in terms of financial literacy, and then moving the whole package into entrepreneurship, where the program of Kidpreneurs fits into perfectly. And that's why we are up to bring Kidpreneurs into the desert now. So we want to make it big in the Middle East and help a lot of kids to learn as early as possible the really important things for life and start planting the seeds of abundance in their young minds to really dream big, keep dreaming, and never stop dreaming due to any outside circumstances. And being in the region of the Middle East, where the cultures are quite different from, let's say, our Western world, we know my favorite milestone is partners, which leads into networking. And that's a crucial part, not only here, but especially in this region. You need to network, speak with people, get your connections established in order to move forward, get things done. It's a different world than, let's say, what we know from the more structured, process-orientated Western world. And that's why that's my favorite milestone in the whole program. And a big shout out to the team, Sylvia, that the program, how it's structured with the red line, with all the different elements, with the piece and overall tools. It's really amazing what has been put together there.
Appreciate that. Marcus, I love that you chose partners as your favorite P word. I believe that too. That's why we're doing this. We're partnering with all of you. And you mentioned also abundance, helping kids realize that there is an abundance of everything. It's not just what they think. There's a lot out there. And the dream, like those are words that really like just came out of what you just said. So this is like just the beginning. Sybil, actually, you're going to be up next. So, but kind of final words, Marcus, also too, is I know that you and Angela are partners, and you guys show us that while you're actually in the process of entrepreneurship and running your businesses, that's actually what makes all of you so unique, is that you are experienced in one or the other. And that's why those kids will love learning from all of you. You're walking the talk and talking the walk, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcus. All right, let's have Sybil join us.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you to Sylvia, and thank you to everyone for the opportunity to be here. I believe that we are all moving into purpose. I'm going to always probably hobby on purpose. My background is a lot of things. I'm an entrepreneur. I would call myself probably a serial entrepreneur. The thing I probably like best about me is my partners are here in New York. We were actually the first minorities to ever be granted the opportunity to run all the concessions in Ithaca Tompkins International Airport. So I just want to give a shout out to our team for fulfilling purpose. And I believe every opportunity is a God-given opportunity for us to be the light in the earth. My focus is always being the light. A light that shines in darkness that can't be hidden, because I always allow the master of my heart to go forth before me. And purpose is, why are you here? Getting to your why. My quote, of course, is my own quote: change the way that you think and you will alter the entire course of your life. I believe if we shift mindset, we can shift lives. If we shift lives, we shift generations. If we shift generations, we cause people to live in spaces that they never thought that they would be able to do. I work in the legal industry as well as the music industry, but I have always for about 20 years helped adults move into the entrepreneurial space. And I believe this will be a great time for me to take some of those skill sets and the training from Kidpreneurs and help young people change generations. And I thank you, Sylvia, and the team for this opportunity.
Oh, you're really making it for all of us to know that you just don't give up, right? You're all here for a reason. And that's why you're a testament to that, is to not give up and really focus on team and getting it, focusing on your purpose. So this is beautiful. Do you have a specific favorite P word? And I'm just giving a heads up to next person up is going to be Tanya. So Tanya, I'm going to invite you up soon. Sybil, is there a favorite P word other than I guess purpose is your P word,
Purpose
right?
is my P word.
That's right. Purpose is your P word. It went over my head. So many P words. Beautiful. Okay. I love it.
Well, I'll also say passion. They say if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Love that. Love that quote. Amazing. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to go over to the West Coast again, and we're going to go over to British Columbia in Canada. Hi, Tanya.
Good morning. My name is Tanya. I'm from British Columbia, Canada, the West Kootenays, small little town here. My background is I started a nonprofit at 45. So only a few years ago. It kind of sort of just dropped in my lap. But one of the things that I realized from it was that it took me a really long time to realize what my passion was. And I come by it quite by accident. And I started thinking that, really thinking about your passion and your purpose and having those kinds of conversations really shouldn't be by accident in your 40s. You shouldn't be waiting until your 40s to figure them out. And I think that we should be having those conversations, opportunities with kids a lot earlier, right? To build that sort of mindset around thinking about what our passion is and honoring it, making it a priority. I think in this day and age, especially, we need to have more kids that are critical thinkers and that are willing to put themselves out there and be creative and think about their passions and creativity in a different way, and how that can work to benefit their community and help different sectors, vulnerable sectors in their community. And that's kind of been so my P's, I suppose, my favorite P's then would be passion and philanthropy, community, although it's not a P word. People.
Partner.
We could turn that into people. Yeah. So that is sort of what I want to focus on when working with kids, is having those conversations about creativity and passion and asking the questions, and just get them thinking about it now instead of waiting until they're 45, hoping that maybe, their passion or purpose might sneak up on them in their 40s. Let's have it sneak up on them a lot earlier. I think that's important conversations to be having. I mean, financial literacy, all of that stuff is all super important. But I think we're missing those creative pieces in school, because we're so focused on just the basics, right? That we forget about those things, and they're important, and especially in life going forward after what the world has been through over the last few years.
Absolutely. And thank you for reminding us about that, bringing in the inside world and the outside. We learn it all at school, but, you can't really dive inside unless you go through really focused and intentional programs, such as working with our educators.
Yeah, just having the intentional conversations. We don't have those kinds of conversations in school. I never did growing up. And I know that, just in my daughter's class, they're not really talking. They're not really talking about that either.
And so Tanya was also one of our educators or coaches on the camp. So she is very familiar with how we were able to also transform, even a 6-year-old who didn't know what their passion was, to be able to create a power pitch and then saying that now I know what I want to do. And even if that changes, it's absolutely fine, but you start from somewhere, right?
And just the experience of letting them go at it, and just you ask one question of them and their mind is just like, oh, I'm free to talk about this. Well, then here's my ideas of my creativity, and well, if you ask me, this is what I'm going to do. They have it, they know it. Like, these kids are already leaders. I think we're doing them a disservice by not having these conversations early when their minds are so ready for it. It's when they get older and they get a little jaded that they don't have those conversations. So let's get them talking about it super early.
Well, we love them. We just want them to have the best life that they can. So thank you for Tanya for that. And I love for Joni actually to chime in with us, because, Joni, of all of us here, are actually in the middle of the night. So I have to really give her a special spotlight here for making an effort to come on. We also have another educator in the Asia area who wasn't able to make it with us today, but she also sends her best regards to all of us. So Joni, you're in Malaysia. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling, what you're doing, and your favorite P word.
Okay. Well, first of all, my name is Joni. I'm an international educator. I've been working in 7 different countries around the world. It's my 37th year teaching school. I'm currently teaching 4th grade. And a couple of years ago, I started a program I called iTime. And it was an opportunity for kids to come up with a product and the same thing. So basically on the same lines as Kidpreneur. Before I even knew about Kidpreneur, I was making my own kind of designing my modules and so forth. And my kids are very excited about it. I have 4th graders, so they're 10-year-olds. And it was amazing, all the things they came up with. And we talked about marketing, we talked about branding, and they got very, very excited. Like we were talking about by being passionate, and all their passion started showing. Anyway, I think my favorite P word would be partnership, networking. I believe that's very, very important because we all have skills, but sometimes we don't have all the skills. And so we need to go out and find other people that have the skills that we're lacking. So together, you can make something happen.
Yes. And, I still, it just still something that I really love to hear when you say that you're an international educator, that you've traveled to 7 different countries to teach. Like, who here would love to have that experience, right? To keep traveling for your passion. Exactly. Erica's like, me. So I appreciate you, bringing your iTime concept and using Kidpreneurs now to power it up and to, keep that. And you mentioned before to me also that you just want to take something out of the classroom and just let the kids kind of creativity let loose, right? So excited for all that's coming down for you and your program. All right. So thank you again for attending so late in the evening for you. We're going to head
1:42 right now in the morning.
I know. That's what you have when you have a global community, right? You got everyone from every single time zone. So thank you. All right. We're going to head back up north to Toronto. So we're going to go and say hi to Jem. And Jem is there you go, Jem, nice and clear. I want to just kind of applaud you for just always kind of being there, sending us files when we need them, and being along with Steve, always being able to support us tech wise. So Jem, tell us about you.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Jem. I am up here in Toronto, Canada. I am in the ad tech and the MarTech industry for about 15 years now, so very similar to Steve's experience. So I also have this very healthy obsession with behavioral analysis. And for me, that is my, I would say my superpower, I guess, analyzing people and understanding how they communicate well. So for me, my favorite P, there's actually 2. Planning is one. Plan because that's basically my nature and how I have been trained for my job. And the other P is practice. Practice is more of going deeper into what you have planned, to just being the best version of ourselves first so we can be better for others and how we can help our kids, basically. So practice also is something that I've seen my kids do, and my daughter went through the Kidpreneur program, and we practiced, and eventually she was able to launch her own book, and is also now a mini authorpreneur. So yeah, that's me.
And I got a chance to meet this little author, and she is just brilliant. And hearing her story and how she's taken pain to purpose. And she's only how old right now?
She's 10.
She's 10. I mean, come on. If you can, really learn to see pain as a reason for transformation at such a young age, life is going to be way easier. Anything coming down will be much easier. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits, right, Jem, that has helped, which is a whole mindset. And right. You're right. You're our expert in talking about behavior, approach, and analyzing. And that's one of the things we love doing, is to shine the light on each of our educators and allowing them to share their wisdom and expertise in our community. Okay, thank you, Jem.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it's cold over there right now, isn't it? Starting to get a little chilly.
Yep, woke up at -4 degrees. So.
Oh my. Wow. Okay. Well, if you're not the coldest area, I don't know where is, because now we're going to head down to somewhere pretty hot. We're going to head over to Arizona and see how Molly is doing out there. Hi, Molly. How's the temperature over there?
It is actually cooling down. So finally, last week it was very hot, but in the last day or two, it started to cool off. So that's been nice.
You're still getting that sunshine, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, tell us about you.
Okay, so I'm Molly. I was a elementary teacher for about 13 years and a chess mom. And then we parlayed the chess mom thing into our own business. So we offer chess and other classes for enrichment classes for students. We offer chess for all ages, but most of our other classes are all for kids. And now we're gonna, and unfortunately they're testing the fire alarm equipment here in the mall, but we're going to also try to parlay it into a micro school starting in January with an entrepreneurial spirit being taught to the kids as well. So we're excited about getting that started, and we're set up to offer an online camp for on the Kidpreneurs program. So we're excited about that, and just trying to make it our new thing.
And I had to say, I mean, I've always loved the concept of chess. Can you tell me just quickly, like chess and entrepreneurship, what's the most common thing that you would say between the two?
Well, actually, there's kind of a lot in common, because for like tournament players, they have to document their game. They have to notate their game, just like an entrepreneur or business person has to document everything that happens, really, or like your contracts and that. And the notation is what proves that you won, or if you need to make a claim, you have to prove that. And then just the logical thinking of, this is where I want to be. My goal is to checkmate, or my goal is to get so many customers, or whatever it is. But you got to think of the plan of how you're going to get there. Don't
you guys love that? You know, like having a theme like that to be able to tie into, you're already passionate in doing it. Like if you're a culinary, just tie it right into, right? Everything ties into.
Exactly. And you have to deal with what the other side throws at you, because you know what you're doing, but there's always someone who can throw a wrench in it. Maybe they make a move you weren't expecting, or you get a competition you weren't expecting. You have to learn to accommodate around that. So that's why I like having the two connected and offering both to the kids along with some other stuff too. But yeah, those are our main add-ons for teaching life skills. And
perfect. And exactly is that. Thank you so much, Molly. Erica, I'm coming to you next. And then we'll I think we're going to have a grand ending with Angela. Okay. So when you mentioned life skills, like exactly, this is what we're here about: life skills and leadership skills. So with those in mind, right, add-on learning skills from school, you've got a lot of the skills covered. Right. So because of that, we're going to head over to Erica, because she works with the school. I think it's a perfect dive into spotlight Erica and let us know what you've been up to at the district over there in Indiana.
Hello again. I am Erica Jones, and I am from the USA. Like she said, I'm from South Bend, Indiana. It's a small population of maybe about 150,000 people. My background is education. I grew up with two teachers, and so it's just a natural shoe-in for me to really rally behind literacy. And so that's my superpower. Encouraging kids and igniting motivation in them to love books and reading and writing. Interestingly, I stumbled across Kidpreneur, the Kidpreneur book, looking for something for students to read over the summer during our camp. And I absolutely fell in love with the book. Later on, got introduced to the concept of becoming a certified educator. And the rest is really, really history. I also, interestingly, raised a kidpreneur. Didn't know that I would be teaching so many other students. I probably ran across in the last 3 years over 100 students who have gone through our Kidpreneur workshop, through our after-school program, and through our summer camps. And so it's been a lot of fun, a lot of trial and error. When I think about my P words, I have to, there's actually 3 that stick out to me, and it's passion, purpose, and practice.
And I just believe that because I'm very passionate about igniting a fire in students and keeping them reading and keeping tangible items in their hands, or tangible books in their hands where they're flipping the pages. I'm very passionate about that. And I get excited because I see kids come alive, and it helps me help them strengthen their reading and writing skills in doing that. Purpose, because I'm always interested in helping kids find their purpose through exploring their God-given talents and gifts, and tying those two things together. And then I say practice, because at the end of each of our workshops and at the end of all of our after-school programs, we always have a marketplace where kids get the opportunity to put into practice their entrepreneurial skills, as well as using their gifts and talents to produce something to help make a difference in their community and in their families. And so I'm really excited tonight. We are hosting a showcase of schools where we are featuring some of our kidpreneurs tonight who will be selling some items. And so I'm really excited for them as we celebrate Kidpreneur Day. So thank you. And I'm so glad to be here, and congratulations, everyone.
Oh my gosh, I gotta say bravo, bravo to Erica for telling us that you're already doing an activity for your school for Kidpreneurs Day. You know, that's what it's all about. Also, I know Erica has so much wise wisdom, like golden nuggets for us all the time. She reads, make sure she reads a chapter with each of her, classes each time. And you know what? It's true, because one of the best habits of an entrepreneur is to read, read, and read, right? Because then you learn and you helps you think. So I don't know, but you guys, I sure know that I have a lot to learn from the kids because they read more than I do. So all right. Thank you so much, Erica. And Angela, I'm going to invite you to help us with kind of wrapping up all our introductions to everybody, and help us kind of, let me see, spotlight you now. Tell us what you have along with Marcus, just a growing group of kids, and you do lots of in-person lessons and teachings. Tell us a little bit about how Kidpreneurs is going to come in and kind of partner and network with you and all of your team.
Okay, thank you so much. Hi, everybody. First of all, it's really a pleasure to be here, and I'm really excited to be part of this amazing program and to meet you all. So I'm from the UK. My name is Angela Sudi, and I live in Dubai. I've been in Dubai now with my family for the past 14 years. I'm an entrepreneur, so we have a number of family businesses. And probably about 7 years ago, we started running events for adults to teach adult entrepreneurs soft skills, mainly things like sales, marketing, networking. And during that time, lots of adults would come to us and say, why is there nothing like this available in schools? Why do schools not teach kids about entrepreneurship and about financial literacy? These for me are life skills. I think if a child can learn to grow a business or to start a business, it doesn't matter where they are in the world, they can always survive. So we launched a children's program just to teach kids about the basics about entrepreneurship, finances, and also mindset. And then we came across Kidpreneurs and thought, wow, this is, amazing. It's just what we're looking for. It's a structured curriculum. It makes it fun. It makes it easy to learn. And that's really why we decided that, Kidpreneurs was the perfect partner for us in the Middle East. So here in this region, we also run a podcast for children. I'm a firm believer there's a lot of focus on adults and adults in business, but I think kids often get overlooked just how amazing they are. And just going back to what Tanya was saying, when we work with adults, a lot of adults have self-made limitations, limiting beliefs, lack of self-confidence. But when it comes to children and children in business, their thoughts are limitless. They don't have the same barriers to limitations that we have. So for me, I feel really passionate with Marcus, to bring those skills out into children, to give them the inner belief and the inner confidence that, hey, you can do this and we're here to support you, and just build a community in the region where children can feel heard, they can feel listened to, and they've got support, from people that have experience, that have already been running their own businesses. So I think my special P word is definitely persistence. Well, passion and persistence. I believe that, passion is everything, but certainly, persistence and having that community behind you. You know, entrepreneurship can be a very lonely journey. It can also be a journey with lots of fear. And I think just having the persistence and having people behind you to support you, it just makes so much more difference to enjoying that journey and feeling fearless. So I'll go with persistence, and I'm really happy to be part of Kidpreneurs. So huge thank you to Sylvia and the team.
Thank you, Angela. And I agree, persistence. Come on, you guys probably could think of a lot of more P words that will really add to all of our kids. Like, I think our kids are going to think of more P words even. But yes, persistence. And it's all a lot easier to be persistent when you have a supportive coach behind you that respects you, that knows what is available to them, and to offer all the tools and also the advice to the parents as well. Parents is also very, very important P. And so let me just, just congratulate to all of you for just sharing your story and who you are, so that all of us here watching can connect with each of us. We're all available to connect with. So please do head over to our educator directory, reach out to us if you're looking to connect with one of our educators here. And also, I want to share my screen now, because one of the things that I find is really amazing is the people in this group. There's just a couple of, everyone here I can say something special about, but I do want to point out a few of the individuals here that have really kind of gone above and beyond, and to really showcase them at this point. One of them is called the Resilience Star Award, and it's presented to the educator who has just so much determination, as what Angela is saying, persistence, to go through the training program no matter what. Inspiring others, is always available and showing up at our sessions, our classes, and actually is not here today because she had to go through some, medical procedures, and, even had a recording all done during this very hectic and maybe heavy time. So I want to give a special shout out to Sheila Ong from the Philippines. So congratulations, Sheila. I know that you're not available to attend live with us, but I know you're either watching this in the morning, and I want to congratulate you and thank you for being so amazing and sharing your concept of the Ang Pao, which is like a red pocket, which is like a fortune that Asians usually give to wish each other good fortune. And she says that her goal is to help kids understand how they can continue receiving that kind of fortune on their own, because of being able to create a business. So it's a beautiful concept. Okay, and on to our next award or recognition. We are calling it the Community Champion. We love the C words. I know some of you are already counting on the C's. Celebrating the educator who has actively fostered community, promoting collaboration, leadership, and most of all amongst our educators. So we're all feeling very supported and welcomed. Please help me congratulate Steve. Woohoo, Steve. You want to say a few words? Say hello.
Wow, thank you very much. Thanks to the lighting. You can't see that I've got a little bit red and flustered. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And I think that's just it's a no-brainer for me. I just love the community, and I just love the transformation, that the true change that we are embarking on. Yeah, it's new, but the experience that we all have goes above and beyond my experience as an educator. This is something I'm learning to be an educator for this particular age group. But my skill and my experience and superpower is in tech. And if I can help out in any way with that, then of course I'm going to step up and help missions go forward and help everybody, deliver whatever they want to deliver. And I do believe that together a rising tide floats all boats. So let's rise that tide.
All right, well, you heard it from Steve. If you need anything, you go ahead and reach out to him. All right, guys.
Yeah. Please
Steve
do.
is there.
Don't hesitate. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Congratulations. And so our final, we love to talk about the power of 3. If you haven't noticed, we like to do things in 3s and 5s and 10s to make it easy, right? So our last and third recognition here is called the Trailblazer Award, who spotlights educators who are fearless in exploring uncharted territory in education. With their innovative approach, willingness to take the risk, they inspire and leave a lasting impact. And so for this particular educator, she has really just taken it on as her own, going out there with whatever she has, including the book, and making it so that every child in around her community knows what entrepreneurship is. So if you haven't guessed who this person is, it is Erica. Congratulations, Erica. I have to applaud you for going out there, creating a video of your camp. If you haven't checked it out, it's Marvelous Camp. And she shows us how her kids were already demonstrating their products and their services and showing their superpower. Erica, you want to say a few words?
I have to say thank you. I am so humbled by this award. And I felt like this was just the natural thing to do. And I'm excited. I'm taking books tonight to our showcase to give away. Yeah, thank you so much. It's a great book.
Yeah, it is. And I have to say, there's a lot of, standards that people feel like it's difficult to work with the schools and districts. And so Erica's, going to be our point of contact to how to see we can work with more schools and creating school programs and not being, fearful, but just kind of being fearless and just putting out there and see what happens. So thank you for being that role model for us.
Appreciate that. Thank you again.
Absolutely. So look at us here, guys. We are like 13 educators. I'm so excited. I want to share screen so we can see all of us. So, you can see right off the top, these are just so much positivity. I could practically be in tears just knowing that I've worked with each of you, and now we're starting a new point in journey, because now welcome to the alumni community, guys. You are officially certified as our cohort 2. We're going to keep, nothing changes. We're still going to see each other every week, with our office hours, with our educator calls, all that socials, all those fun things. You're going to see yourself listed on our educator directory so that everyone can come in and connect. You'll be training and working with us on our camps. You'll have access to any upcoming expos and educator expos, support from us, of course, all the perks and benefits of being an educator. So before we go and cheers to our final celebration, I want to finish off with our quote today to say that do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And I'm sure that, our founders at
it's awesome.
Love that quote, because it's true. Otherwise, we're just following other people's footsteps. Why not create our own? Because we are all so unique, so special. And so congratulations, graduates. I am going to stop sharing screen so we can see each other. Here we go. And if you have your certificates, go ahead and show us your certificates. And if you are available and ready to put on your graduation hats, I'm going to see if I can get my graduation hat on over here. Here we go. Anybody else want to put on their grad hat?
I've been rehearsing these clicks for a day now. So where are they?
We see you always testing and telling us, oh, look at us.
Absolutely. There we go.
Yeah, look at everybody. No worries. Don't worry if you have a cup in hand to cheers with us. Woo.
Well, this is a hat, amazing. A certificate, a cup. I'm standing on one leg.
I'm asking of so much of you, right?
Yeah.
So much going on.
There we go. Right, here we go.
Oh, I love it. Yay. So this is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the beginning. We want to celebrate all our milestones. This is only the first big milestone, so that we can continue to work together, help more kids, bring them on. Yes, cheers. Bring them on in, guys. Here, let's go. Cheers. Cheers. Nice.
Salute.
Cheers. From anywhere you are, we're in so many different countries. And so no matter where you are, we've heard from all the families that our kids want to do something with their passion and just don't know how to start and don't know who to work with. So speaking of like connections, let's get them together. If you have a family, come together as a group, even if you're just a parent and just want to have the kids hang out. just start with that, right? Anyone else have any like tips or shares? If as a parent, like many of us here are parents. So, just any tip, any last kind of words of how to get started with this movement? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm reaching out to, I've already started some conversations with the parents of my son's friends, and the response, the reactions have been hugely positive. So I'm looking now to create a small impromptu webinar where I'm just going to kind of hack it out and run through like a pilot program for just a handful, 6 or 7 parents. They're all expressing interest at the moment. And that would be, a very kind of top level introduction to the concept of Kidpreneurs. And then if they want to go deeper, I can use that as maybe to upsell them to a full program, which is what, as you know, Sylvia, I'm working on. So let's reach out to parents and people that you know, because the response, the reactions has been amazing. So, you don't even have to sell anything really at the moment.
And if I can also share.
Yeah.
And if I can also share, as a health coach, I work with schools. And so during their Parent Teachers Association meetings, I can connect with parents there. Also working with our National Kids Choir. So I have many opportunities to share this with parents and with the children, exactly.
Yeah, I'm also, I'm going to London back home for the Christmas and New Year. I'm going to stay for an extended month, and I've already started reaching out to local business hubs like the Business Network Institute. And I've just said, look, I'm in London. This is what I'm doing. I'd love to run a couple of community workshops to benefit teenagers, more of the older group, which, Sylvia, I'm working on two programs. And I'm calling mine the Teen Startup. And I'm teaching the lean startup methodology. And the response already, I've had like, okay, tell me the dates. Tell me when you're coming over. We'll try and organize an after school event. And it'll be like a midweek, 2-hour like introduction to lean startup methodology, the business canvas, business model design, which is one of my strengths. So I'm just diving in and just doing that, and seeing how that goes. And I'll be able to record that and document it so I can use that for further marketing, something like that.
Yes. Erica, you're raising your hand.
Yes, I am excited. I'm also going to be reaching out to our homeschool networks and our private school students to kind of get them engaged in a Kidpreneur workshop and Camp Panorama that I'll be doing in the spring. I've also within the district, our public schools, I've started a Big Kids Club, Kidpreneur Club. And it's going to be exclusive, and the only way they can be a part of it is if they go through the course, either online or with me or anybody who's offering the course. And one of the perks to that is that I'll have a network or a community of people that I'm working with to have marketplaces throughout the year where the kids can go and actually sell products at and be vendors at those spots. And so tonight, we've got an opportunity for our kids who have gone through our program to sell, but I'm also in partnership with the local business downtown, South Bend, where we're going to do a holiday shop. And so I'm always getting in, whenever we do the marketplace, I always have parents come up and go, how can my kid get, involved? And
awesome. So it's a great way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's,
can you share in the community how that goes? Because I'm really keen on that approach. So I'd love to learn from your experience on that.
Yeah, and actually the business that I'm partnering with, they're excited because we do something called First Fridays in our community. And so you already have entrepreneurs out, adults. And so I'm just adding the Kidpreneur piece. But the thing that's nice is that these kids are educated before they even get out there through Kidpreneurs. And so I'm excited to brag about that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right away. Ivana, you want to speak there?
As far as advice for parents, I wanted to say that a good thing for my kids, I have been an entrepreneur myself for 25 years now, and they've always seen how I've been working for myself, and that's something they've always witnessed. But as long as I've had kids, I've always nurtured their interest. And so that's what I do now to get them into building their businesses. So a word of advice is to nurture their interest. And that's where that will go. As far as the economy, it's going to be the entrepreneurs, the kidpreneurs now that are going to rebuild the economy. So the work that we're doing now is really important for the future of the world, because the economy is bad all across the board. And we're the ones who are spearheading this to get that going. So it's important that we stay the course and build up their passion and nurture their interest so that we can get that going. And as far as my next goal is to work with neurodivergent teenagers at starting their businesses, because I see the need there.
I think that's awesome, because like there's a quote that through my research on Kidpreneurs is the Abraham Lincoln quote, which says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I feel that that's what we are kind of doing here, in a way that's showing, creating a pathway and sparking that imagination, an actual maker's mindset that these kids can, there's a way out, there's a way. I envisage this future, and this is how I now know how to, or at least I've got the confidence and self-belief and motivation to, to go about it and create that future. So I think that's a really great thing that we're doing. I think it relates quite well.
I think that was amazing, to wrap it up as to what we're all up to. Now, I'm going to do a final congratulations to all of you on behalf of Kidpreneurs. We're so excited to be working with you. And I would love for all of us, kind of on a 3, 2, 1, let's kind of say Happy Kidpreneurs Day. How's that sound? Yeah, sound good? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy Kidpreneurs Day. Amazing. All right, everybody, have an amazing November month. Kick it off with lots of energy. I will see you all in Educator Central. To everybody else, thanks for watching, and we will see you all soon.
You guys rock. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.